Hey folks, Species 7 here. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2013. We're here in the magnificent Wicklow Mountains on kind of a foggy day and playing the Glenmalure map, of course. Thanks to SCmodding and the fine folks at FS UK, of course. Today, this I kind of been waiting for. We have a great demand on canola, and since we did harvest a giant field of canola, I think we're going to take some kind of advantage of this particular sale. So, guess I don't really need this to be up and running at the moment. There we go. A couple changes, additions, negations. I have this fella now. Pretty cool, eh? Class Zerion 5000 or 3000, 5000. Nice little tractor. Doesn't work too shabby at all. Not super special, not real fast, but lots of horsepower. And that's kind of what we need, because I've also, not only have we gone to the larger water tank, which I think I showed you guys the last time, and keep in mind, when this is full, it weighs about 30 ton. So those of you that play Euro Truck, you'll realize your average load's about 25 ton on the back of one of them semis. So yeah. The other addition, that other John Deere tractor we had, it was alright, although it had a really annoying sound in the loop. But there was a set of them, these R series John Deeres, and I was hoping someone would do the mod convert because they're really nice. So yeah, we have exchanged that John Deere for this one. We now have a 6210R. Very nice tractor, lots of detail, but we will get into him. And yeah, I just started topping the sugar beets when they announced that there was the great demand. So time to hop in the JCB. So far, probably one of my favorite MR modded tractors, to be honest with you guys. And yeah, it should do. It doesn't quite have the horsepower of the Zerion, but it does have more than enough to get this particular job done, I think. I'm really hoping we're going to be able to fill this. So the great demand is at Wicklow. Again, I was hoping it was somewhere we haven't been, but Wicklow is at the biogas plant, and of course the biogas plant is where we dropped off the piggies, because there's also the bacon plant there. So yeah. Now, we want, back up the hill, dude. Canola, huh? Which of these fine fellas is canola? Great spouts of gratuity. Which of you is canola? Can I see? I still can't see. I'm gonna blame it on the fog, okay? Alright, canola's the third one in, and corn's the last one. Alrighty. I was kind of thinking that might be the case, but... whoop, come here. We don't want that one. Don't start dumping that in there. I'd be very unhappy. Very unhappy indeed. So hope everybody enjoyed the last episode. We took some piggies to market. That was fun. And like I say, we gotta go all the way out to that same spot again, so. And are we gonna get a full trailer? No. Okay, well, I do have that field once again laid down in canola, but she is a long way from harvest, believe me. Alright, let's head there. I don't think we need this extraneous bit on. Canola is not accepted here. Okie dokie. And just because I remember it, because I saw it out of the corner of my eye, I picked up this little guy just for the heck of it. Just because it's a new mod I hadn't seen before. Little John Deere 2850. 100 horse or so. You know, so nothing super amazing, but pretty cool. I like the sound. Not a bad little interior. There's no IC, but so what? Don't always need a lot of stuff. It does have lights and all that happiness, so here you go. See? See, a decent little tractor. Goes pretty good. Handles like a top, because I mean, look how close to the backyard. It's got no butt on it at all. Very short, so good little yard tractor. But we will make use of that, probably for hauling milk and stuff like that around. Alright, and we are, without further ado, off to hopefully start rolling in the coin. Cockpit view, or cabin view, I guess, I don't know. Okay, off through the foggies, carrying a big load of canola, 21,375. Yeah, you can see our money's down from the 220 plus we were at, but as you saw, I did buy a different tractor. Actually, that pretty much paid for it. It's much cheaper than the one that I sold. The other issue I had besides the sound asset, although I'll probably run into it with this new one as well, is that just like that model that I used in non-MR form of that particular John Deere on our other map, I think it was Pleasant Valley, it's basically so hard on gas that even this JCB, which has more horsepower and a smaller tank, far outlasts it. I've already filled that John Deere twice. And yeah, it had about half the hours this JCB does. The JCB, I have not yet filled it. That's what it's burned since new. Now, it's got a big tank, granted, but so did the John Deere. Well, there we go. Not terribly impressed. So I offed that one. Like I said, I had the 6R pack in non-modded form, and they were actually quite, or non-modded, non-MR modded form, my apologies, they were of course modded. And like I said, they worked well, and I've heard good things about the MR ones from a couple other YouTubers, so I thought we'd check one out. Now, I'm not exactly sure where the drop-off point is, and I don't really want to get myself stuck. So, it's showing on that side. Okay. I think it's this place, isn't it? Wicklow, that's the one. And they want me to dump it, ew, into there? Into the straw chopper? Okay. And looking out the back window just ain't gonna work. I don't think I quite... Oh, maybe I did. I did. Good. I wasn't sure if maybe I hadn't quite pulled forward enough. Alright, well, could still do a little better job. I know it was already giving me the dump symbol, but I'd like to actually be right up there. There we go. How's that? That looks about right, eh? Get her right up to the board. Whoop. Perfect. Away you go. Excuse me. Oh, look at that money roll up there. Oh. Wow. Holy smokes. Talk about your great demand. Whew. Doggies. Wow. I'm gonna say, was that worth doing? Scale of 1 to 10. It was an 11. So there we go. That was really nice. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Huh. I'm impressed. Whew. I am impressed. That was a lot of money, guys. So, almost makes me wonder if we can't get our... I'll test it off screen. I'll see if the Big X forage harvester is going to be something I can actually deal with on this map or not. I'm kind of thinking it's going to... Sorry, so God help, if I ever move to Britain, I just have to hand in my license. Because I don't seem to be able to adapt to the fact that, yeah, we're not on the right side of the road. And I realize this isn't Great Britain, it's Ireland. But apparently they think driving on the other side of the road's a good idea. Now, another thing I'd like to tell you guys, we are getting on in episodes. In fact, I think other than my original trial of the MR mod, I think this is the longest MR map we've done. This would be, what, episode 16, I think? And some of you may be thinking, well, we haven't seen the whole map, and you're absolutely right. What I was figuring, I was going to do it for episode 15, but we've still got so many things we have not done. But I'm thinking episode 20, what I'm going to do is hop in the pickup and we'll go take a tour. Because there's some pretty cool things on this map. I mean, besides the fact that it's just a pile of detail. I turned on my blinkers, but I don't know what button they are, buddy, so you'll have to just go around. There's plenty of detail, but there are things we have not seen. Like, I know there's some kind of an abandoned looking castle sort of unit we haven't checked out, and those sort of things. Some pretty cool stuff. So that was it for that great demand, eh? It's too bad we didn't have a little more. But, as I said, I did replant that field, so we will in the near future have another 89%. That's all we had. And it all came off that field, so I can only imagine we're going to get about the same amount again. Because I did pretty much everything the same. Although I think this time I gave it slurry instead of solid manure. So, but yeah, we are managing to keep up. I did drain the cow pit, but I have not drained the, I'm going to be needing this. I have not drained the piggies yet, so I have taken a load because I also found that that little manure wagon that we had was pretty much useless, so we've traded her in for the big boy. A little awkward on this farm, yeah, but thankfully only a little. I did manage. So, what shall we try here? We don't really need to do that, so I think we should get on with topping out that field over here, and then we'll get to have a look at this new John Deere as well. So, it's a good looking mod. I mean, you know, foldable front hitch, that's kind of cool. You know, good and solid, like you can actually get stuck on the tires and stuff. All the rear hookups, well, a little bit funky the way that topper hooked up to it, but who's to say which end of things that is, right? So, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look there. I don't actually see a PTO there, to be honest with you. Huh. Not funny. I see a pin hitch, a couple other things. But yeah, as far as an actual PTO, I don't see it. Huh. Let's hook her back up. She seems to think it's in there somewhere. Alright. Turn my flashlight off. Hop in's a tractor. You'll notice it starts automatically. So even though I do have the manual ignition mod, let's have a look at what else it's got, shall we? Switch to the tractor. Let's jump inside and enable the IC. Door. Okay. That would appear all we have there. Back window. Right door. Okay, so that seems to be pretty much it, eh? Alright. One really cool thing I did notice. Is there's a lot of inside animation, like see all the pedals shifting, that sort of thing. Yeah, pretty cool. You can see it shift again when you click reverse, shifts when you click to forward. So yeah, pretty neat. At least I thought so. And it doesn't have row crop tires, or not row crop, sorry, it doesn't have cultivating tires. So I'll actually use it. So I'm hoping this is going to turn out a little bit different than our potato harvesting. I mean, I understand why things went the way they did. It's just, it's a little difficult. And get enough difficult without games being difficult. It's supposed to be a game. Hope some of you have been following my Mars Challenger series. I posted a couple of videos for a game called Mars Colony Challenger. Kind of a neat little colony builder simulator thing. I guess, yeah, you have to call it a simulator, because it is certainly simulating the conditions you would find if you had to get life support up and running in a brand new colony on a hostile planet like Mars. Well, this is going well. This is actually quite a nice little tractor. I'm pretty pleased with this purchase. It actually downloads as, let's have a look here, we might as well, right? When you grab this particular little animal, there's actually two that come with it. Alright, there we go. Mods by machine type. Alright, so then the way down, here we go. This is the one that we had here, the 8530. We've also had this guy, but this pack comes with this one, the 6170, which is 170 horse little John Deere, and the one that we have, which is a 210 horse. So not bad. 110 maintenance a day, 100 maintenance a day. This guy here, well, was only 90. You know, that one was 260. But as I say, the fuel usage on this thing was just goofy cuckoo. And there's that little guy. Nice for 10 grand. Hey, not a bad little tractor, you know. So, but there you are. I just wanted to show you guys that. The heck's going on here? Why is that not working? Oh, are you serious? So here I've been driving around in circles, yapping away, and not actually harvesting anything. That's perfect. Oh, well. You'd think, considering I actually have the little help window open, that I'd be doing a little better. But, come on. It's early Sunday morning, give me a break. Oh, boy. I tell ya. I maybe should have chopped the rest of these off. Well, I don't know. I find I do a lot off camera, and one of the reasons is a universal thing about the... Whoa. What the heck was going on there? Lost control. Completely lost control. One of the things that you can sort of universally count on with the MR mod is stuff's gonna take longer. Like, isn't that kind of dragging odd? Whoa. Again. It's almost like this thing's dragging sideways. I'm not sure. Could be just me. But I don't know. But yeah, things tend to be a little slower. Like, you know, you can't harvest at 15 km/h. It's usually 5 or 6. And Same thing with pretty much all of the functions. So a lot of things I do end up doing off screen. You know, like harvesting that canola field. That took a little while. But it was nothing compared to, for instance, cultivating it, which I think took about 2 hours real time. Or, you know, 4 episodes of a Let's Play. So yeah, probably a little more than we'd want to put up with. I know that there's a couple of little humps and stuff, or dips in the field, and I think that might have been what that sideways thing was. Which is fine, that's a part of it. Lord knows I've been on maps where you could hardly keep your gear straight. There were so many dips and wows and woodles, and look at the things I've missed. I'm just that good. Oh wait, good isn't the right one. Bad, that's it, I'm just that bad. Alright. I'm getting dizzy. Get a little bit of these edges worn out. But I just wanted to get it to the stage so that we could start doing the actual harvest, because I'm kind of anxious to see what that's going to look like, right? And you see what I mean by it seems to be kind of dragging this thing sideways? Huh. Look at that. It's not at all parallel to the ground. It's a little weird. Well, I'll figure it out. I mean, this is the first time I've actually used this tractor for anything other than hauling it back from the store, so there may be a raisable or lowerable or whatever on the rear attachments, who knows. It may be just something with this tractor. Again, hard to say. I haven't made enough use of it to know the ins and outs of it. So, and we know that there are differences. Alright, a few more passes here. So I find it odd now, the last couple times I've loaded this game up, the little notification thing on the bottom is back, and Giants is once again advertising the, what is it, Valdstat or whatever it is pack, their Cedar pack, and the Marshall Trailer pack. Something, you know, DLCs that have been out for an awful long time. True, they are the only DLCs I don't own for it. But they just, like I said, sort of reappeared, which is kind of odd. I didn't really change anything else. I'm hoping, in a conspiracy sort of way, and just because I want it so much, that they're trying to, I wouldn't say offload, but get as many sales as they can of the last of their DLC before they announce the 2015 version. Yeah, I'm going to put it down to that, just because, like everybody else that's an FS13 fan, or even an 11, which makes you a 13 fan. Did I get them? I think I did. So are we all done? Did we get them all? We did. Perfect. You're probably waiting just as anxiously as I am for, see. I think it was just floating a little low, because it straightens out immediately now. Huh. Not funny. Yeah, not a problem at all. You can keep it straight as a fork. Huh. No. Live and learn. Now we get to find out. But yeah, I'm just so hoping that, you know, we're almost at the point where Giants is going to make some sort of an announcement. Because, let's face it, 13's been out for, well, it's got to be close to 2 years now. You know? Alright. Well, thank you, Defoliator. Now I'm wondering how this guy is going to make out with the big unit, or whether it's time to switch up to the JCB, or maybe even the Zerion, who knows. But I like to try this guy first. So far it is much better on gas than that last one. I'd have used up at least 60 liters by now. Alright, well, she hauls her in a non-working mode just fine. Let's see how she does for harvesting. Ooh, we're gonna fit through here? Of course we are. Just. Alright, let's get this thing unfolded. That's it? You're unfolded, are you? Well, alrighty. Huh. Ooh. Well, that could be an issue. Wow. That is truly an issue. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be. No outside IC to operate that. Inside, I think I pretty much... This doesn't actually do anything, does it? Any of these? Any of these? No. There's no way to raise or lower anything back here. Windows? No. Huh. Well, I'm afraid if I cannot use her, I cannot use her. We'll have to try something else. Whoop. Look out. Well, Huh? Let's try this baby. Whoa, what the heck? Must be something with the steering mode, which was what? Steering lock, here we go. Thank you. Ah, there we go. Don't want to be driving around with that steering lock on, let me tell you. It also has all the different steering modes, front wheel mode, rear wheel mode, both at the same time, crab, etc, etc. So, it's kind of cool that way. But the real test here is gonna be, of course, is she gonna work? Is she gonna work? We're gonna lower the harvester down. We're gonna turn her on. Alrighty. So far, so good. Okay. Huh. What? So, yeah. That's going to do the same thing, is it? Yeah, apparently. So it's not going to remove it either. So I guess both of those work that way. Huh, that kind of sucks. I almost wonder if it's worth getting one of those Maxtron units. Well, we do have the money to try it, I suppose. Eh? Yeah. Because, yeah, we're going to have the same issue here. We're just not going to know where the heck we've been and where we've not. So, see, spending $400,000 on a Grimmy Maxtron, you know, that's a big step. And if it doesn't resolve the problem, well, it's a big wasted step, right? So I'm going to fill this guy. And then well, there's my poor old cat. He had a bath today, so he's not happy. Oh, you can sort of see them on the ground though, eh? The actual sugar beets? That's kind of cool. I don't know. That's a lot of money. You know, putting that kind of money into something, let's face it, in the long run doesn't make you a whole lot in return. Well, unless your pigs are on a great demand, of course. And it kind of pays to have lots of sugar beets around, I guess. So let's get this guy emptied out. I don't know, do I try that? Do I try that? We have beet harvesting. 431,000. Alrighty, well, you know what? We just bought one of those. So, I am in the wrong vehicle here, aren't I? Oh, I'm still in the wrong vehicle. That's alright. Let's just turn it around in our canola field here. There we go. Now, I'm not going to sell this other thing yet, because quite frankly, if it doesn't make any difference, and that's strictly why I'm doing this, is just to see if this turns out to be any different. But if it doesn't actually show the crop, so that there's that difference, then she's going back to market, and, you know, we're out however many zillions of dollars that thing is. So, here we go, $200,000 experiment coming up. So, let's reset her, because I'm not going to drive it down here if I just have to drive it back and sell it. No, sir. So, la la la. Well, I guess our canola harvest is going to pay for an experiment. I mean, if it works out, we will get, you know, 60 grand or so back from selling the other two components of the beet harvesting process. If it doesn't, we are truly, truly screwed. I mean, I could, you know, whatever, call it an experiment and cheat the money in or whatever, but I want to see what happens here. In fact, I want to see if we can even get this to the field. It's such a big monster for this farm. God. Although, by the same token, we can. It's not like I'm going to ever drag it up this hill again. If it does what I want it to do and we end up keeping it, then we will be keeping it down here, obviously. So, come on. Through the gate you go. That's it. start the unfold process. Oh. Oh, I probably should have waited till we got through the gate. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe. Oh, we met her. And of course there are no actual, and no, it doesn't remove the tops either, so there you go. Oh well, let's, okay, there it's actually picking up potatoes, and no, it makes no difference, other than the fact that it's a huge awkward thing that I'm not going to be able to do near as well with. Oh well, there you go, guys. I wanted to figure that out, so quite frankly, since it's not going to make that much of a difference, I think I'm just going to get rid of it again. I mean, I'm going to have to empty out what's in it, but after that I think she's gone. It's a little bit too big to be mucking about on this farm with as it is, so if it's not going to make enough of a difference to be able to tell, well, like I said, I guess from in here you can sort of see, can't you, where there's beets and where there's not beets, so that's okay. Yeah, I mean, that end of it works. It certainly picks up a few beats. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll end up keeping her. We'll see how that goes, shall we? Yeah. As long as I can see them little white beets, I think we can do okay and actually get them all out of the ground. And that's the important part. I don't really care about the texture change, but I feel like we probably lost a quarter of our potato crop the last time around. So, but I'll think about it, guys. I mean, we are going to have to continuously produce a root vegetable, so I'm going to see how difficult the rest of this harvest is. Like, if this thing is just too unmanageable for the size of fields we have, right? Because keep in mind, everything we've pretty much got to do ourselves, so 3.6 miles an hour, she ain't exactly fast. I can certainly harvest quicker with the other unit. You know, of course I'd be emptying it 5 times as often too. So, I don't know. This ain't so bad. It's slow, but what's not, right? What's not? So, anyway, guys, I wanted to get that great demand dealt with. That, money didn't last long, but money never does. So, until next we meet, take care of each other, folks. This has been Species 7, and ciao for now, guys.